Hi everyone, welcome to La Coalición podcast. We're very excited to announce that we have a new legal department and y'all are the first to find out. So stay tuned in to find out more. I have very special guests today and we're going to start with a few icebreakers or maybe two icebreakers. The first one is a very fun one that I think us at the legal department would enjoy. It is, what would you choose an unlimited supply of in the office? So I'll start off with Ben.
Does time count? Can I have an unlimited amount of time?
Okay,
I guess I don't get time.
That's a good one. Maybe materials. Yeah.
You know what I would really like is unlimited wall space. I really like to visualize things. I'd like to have a really, really big, like this one, right? But map a little bit more detailed and, time schedules and stuff like that. And a lot of really cool inspirational decorations. That's what I want. Well, wall space.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
What about you, Yasmin?
For me, I feel like it would have to be coffee.
Coffee.
I love using my Nespresso machine, so I feel like having unlimited pods would be great for that. And also like the sauces, like I like my white mocha sauce, I like hazelnut sauce, like all of that. I feel like that's what I need to function. So that's what I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to make me a coffee one of these days.
Yes, no, I will.
Okay, so medium.
For me, welcome. I want to have to say welcome to the legal team. I'm so happy for them. But for me, it's going to be, let me see, computers. I need a lot of computers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kinds of computers.
Different types of computers. I love computers, and since my job is, I wish to have 4 hands.
That's a good one. Okay, so now we're going to get into our introduction. So just your name. Tell us a little bit about your role or your background. And then I have another question that I want to do, which is, what's the most exciting thing about you that most people don't know? Okay, so your name, your role, your a little bit about your background, and what's something that you like to share with us that's the most exciting thing about you.
Well, my name is Benjamin Wood. The people that love me call me Benjamin. And I'm the legal director, so I will be directing the legal program.
Yay.
Yeah. And the exciting thing that people don't know about me is they're sometimes surprised to learn that I speak French. I think I put it in my bio for the website, but yeah, sometimes people are surprised and excited to learn that.
Ooh,
Have to do a podcast in French.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's cool. Well, yeah, my name's Yasmin. I like going by Yaz too, so if y'all want to call me Yaz, that's okay. But yeah, I'm the legal advocate for the legal department, but soon I will be transitioning into an accredited rep. So once I get that accreditation, I'll be able to provide legal services to people in our community. So that's super exciting because there's a huge need for that here. There's so many people that need the resources. And there's a lot of orgs doing so much great work, even in the coalition, but there's never enough. I feel like there's never enough resources. So I'm really excited to be a part of that. And yeah, I'm a local IE resident, born and raised in Hoopa Valley, so I'm really happy to be here. I went to UC Berkeley. I just graduated. I say I just graduated, but it was 2 years ago. Like, I'm always like, I see the new grads, and I'm like, I feel like I just graduated, but it was 2 years ago now. But yeah, I studied music and political economy and minored in public policy. So having the intersection of all of that's really interesting. So I feel like that's my fun fact or something exciting about me.
We love an educated queen.
Yeah. Yeah, so I love music. And there's a form of resistance when it comes to music and the arts. So it's just something I'm really passionate about and I hope to bring to this space. And yeah, I'm super excited to be here. So excited to, have these people part of the legal department. So I'm ready to get started on the work that has to be done here.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Media.
Me, well, my name is Miriam Sheet. I think everybody know my name, right? Miriam. Okay. But, I want to tell you, or yours, you that you are a nice people, and I'm so happy to come into the ICIJ because ICIJ for me is very special. I have never had a job like that. Always I was a sales employer, and now when I hear different kind of words, I say, well, I don't know what is this, but I'm so happy with you guys, and even I like to work with Lisbeth because she's I can say, yeah, right? My boss of the bosses. Yeah, I love my Lisbeth. She always be a nice person the whole work.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for saying that.
Because always she's supporting me every time when I say, Elizabeth, I have this person, I need help, I need this. Always she got a solution. But I know she's very busy. I know I don't have to bother her a lot because she need more time.
Okay, Miriam, you can bother me.
She need more time. But
What's
now,
sorry to interrupt. We want to know what's the most exciting thing about you.
the most exciting thing about me because my passion to help people, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome. We all see it.
I'm super advocate with the person that are in detentions because I don't want people suffer there in Adelanto. And now I'm so happy that I come with you. There's like a little supervisor. Now I'm gonna bother you a lot.
Bother me all you want.
Yeah, that's what
It's not a bother, put it that way.
And Jasmine, and there is a good team to have a legal team. And one of the things people didn't know about me is I think maybe in the 3 months I'm gonna get graduated as a website developer. I'm doing coding. I just have my test and it was good. And the idea to be a web developer is to help to the street vendors to make it their own page. And also I would like to recreate how it's inside in Adelanto, the dorms. I'm going to do something for ICIJ. It's going to be nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you shared that because I wanted to share that for you. I'm like, y'all don't know this cool thing about her. She's a coder and a web developer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's really exciting. And I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Lisbeth. As you all know, I'm the interim ED with ICIJ. I've been with ICIJ for almost 6 years. I have a lot of exciting things about myself, I think, that I don't really get to share. So I'm excited to share. And I'm trying to think, like, what would be the most exciting. I speak German. I minored in German when I was at UC Irvine. I've been taking German all throughout high school. Unfortunately, because of my status, I couldn't do the exchange program, but I did host an exchange student during my high school years. So yeah, that's an exciting thing about me. I got a literacy seal in high school because I spoke 3 languages, English, Spanish, and German. And I was studying it at UC Irvine. I did a lot of courses for German language. At one point I wanted to major in it, but I didn't have enough time to finish the major. So I did a minor. But yeah, that's an exciting thing about me that maybe folks didn't know.
Das ist gut.
Yeah. Wow. Sehr gut.
But you know what? That's excellent to speak German because it's very hard. It's very hard.
The grammar is really difficult.
Yeah.
But also French is also hard. So we have lots of talents in this room.
But French, I know I take some class in college for French, and I say it's not bad like a German. I tried German and I didn't understand nothing. And I say, just
I need
give
to
me
practice
Spanish.
it more because no one really speaks German, so I don't really get to practice it. So yeah, we'll see when I get a chance. But I did want to share with the viewers and also just continue talking about how the team is growing, specifically with the legal department. And, to me, this is it's just awesome all around. And it's really like close to my heart because when I started with ICIJ, we were only about, I think, 5 staff. Maybe I'm wrong, but we were very small. And now we're up to 15 staff, which is amazing. All of the hard work of our team. and especially, you know, the work that we've been doing around supporting immigrants in deportation proceedings specifically, and just overall the community that has come to us and told us, like, we need support, we need resources, we need legal services. And finally, has come to fruition. And I'm so excited just to see where this is going to go. Yeah, just a little bit about ICIJ. We started in 2008. The Catholic Church here in San Bernardino responded to a lot of ICE enforcement that was happening, and so the community rapidly organized against those. We call them retenes, the checkpoints, the different ICE raids. And since then, you know, we've been supporting migrants who have been consistently attacked by the government. And, you know, we see a lot of ICE and CBP enforcement in this area. So that's how ICIJ started. But since then, like I said, we've been growing. We do a lot of work around economic justice, street vendors, the campaign to shut down Adelanto, which is one of our big ones, and so much more that we do. We also have resources here in the office. So we have diapers for the community. We have a lot of resources that our staff brings, like how to access, you know, low cost electricity and bills, and just so much that I can talk about. But yeah, I'm so excited that we're finally here to, you know, that we're able to create a legal department. And, you know, I want to give a shout out to San Bernardino Community Service Center and Assembly Member Eloise Reyes, who made this possible, who gave us some funding to start building a department and build capacity in the IE. So that's really exciting to me. But I want to talk more about the new roles that we have, right? So let's expand a little bit more. I know you said that, Yasmin, that you will be a DOJ representative. Can you explain a little bit more about that? And then how's it going so far? What have you been doing, you know, trying to get that experience and get your accreditation?
Yeah, so DOJ representative stands for Department of Justice Representative. And basically through that, I'll be able to provide legal services, you know, help people with anything they may need in regards to immigration relief. And also I'm excited because we're going to soon be able to also support street vendors that need legal support. And I feel like that's a huge thing. And there's a gap right now because of that. I feel like the law is very it's a gray area when it comes to like the street vendors, and I feel like offering them that legal support is super important. So I'm really excited to like get into the street vending and offering, you know, support legal services for our street vendors, and also like know your rights, workshops, also offering them, you know, any support, financial, legal, whatever that may be, because I feel like there's such a need for it in our community. There's that gap where, you know, they come across fines, they come across, you know, getting their equipment confiscated, and they don't really have that support. And I'm excited to be able to offer that support finally. And so just through all the training that I'm doing right now, it's mostly focused on like basic immigration training. So that's like asylum, that's like VAWA, that's like naturalization, things like that. But I'm really excited to get into those aspects as well, because I feel like immigration law, it intersects with so many other parts. It's not just like the basic immigration law. I feel like it goes into everything. It goes into like workers' rights, tenants' rights, street vendors' rights. So I feel like being able to cover all of those things is something I'm really excited to get into. And I'm really glad I have the support of Ben and Medium, who have been, you know, in this field for a very long time now. So I feel very supported, and also like the org's a part of like the coalition as well. So I'm really excited to get into it. But yeah, the trainings are going good so far. It's been a lot. Yeah, I just recently went to Pennsylvania for like a week-long training. It was beautiful out there.
Ooh,
the people
nice.
are so nice. Everyone's so supportive. Also just being in that space as someone that's young, like me, I'm 24. So like a lot of those people are older. So it's also like I kind of felt like imposter syndrome kind of. But also just realizing, you know, like I have the support that I need here, and I'm gonna learn it eventually. Like I'm just starting off, so like trying to be like not that hard on myself has been something I'm trying to like navigate. But I'm confident that like everything will be fine with everyone's support. And yeah, I'm just really excited, if you can't tell. Yeah.
No, thank you for saying that. Yeah, that's really important. And the work is intersectional, so it's it's very exciting to hear that, our legal department is going to do its best to build up capacity to, cover those areas. And we've had a lot of instances where we've worked in coalition to support maybe a vendor who was attacked, right? Maybe doesn't have status. So there's where the immigration services comes in, and then navigating everything that comes with that, like their equipment being confiscated, right? And what happens then. So yeah, I think that's very exciting, and thank you for sharing. I think that's really, really important. And you belong with ICIJ, and since we interviewed you, I'm like, oh my gosh, Yasmin has like the spark and the
Aw.
passion for immigrants, and we're so glad to have you. So welcome
Thank
to the
you.
team again.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ben, would you like to share a little bit about, what you hope to bring to ICIJ? What does your role entail? What is your vision for the department?
Yeah, so the legal department is new, and my job is to build it. Pretty much, that's the start. So that means, developing the infrastructure, the systems that a legal department needs. It means making sure that we have enough resources to do the work that we need to do, including training for the staff. That's a big one. I'm really big on training. Also, I think supporting the rest of the organization in whatever's going on. Just on May Day, I was a part of the legal observation team. So that's another way that having a legal department could support larger coalition activities. And then, we're really interested in building the capacity to provide legal services in the region, not just here in house, but what can we do to strengthen the networks of legal services providers, whether they're nonprofit or they're attorneys in private practice. And so we have a legal resources table. But especially with COVID, it kind of got a little bit inactive, and there's always room to grow. And I think if we can bring folks back together and grow that network, we can support each other. We can do trainings, specifically for the other legal service providers in the region, because they have legal services in LA and in Orange County, but out here is where we need it. So if we can strengthen those networks, we're going to build the capacity that way too. So yeah, I think it's just part of the vision, right? Building capacity, strengthening our connections to each other, and making sure that people, really, we have a really bad problem with fraud, notario fraud, people getting the wrong kind of help, quote unquote help, and often losing a lot of money, sometimes ending up in removal proceedings because of it. So the more we can do to eliminate that kind of victimization, the better. And the other thing I would want to add is that ICIJ, perhaps unique among the coalition partners, has a very strong focus on adelanto and on people who are detained and on people who, for many cases, thanks to Miriam and ICIJ, have been able to get out of detention. So if we can center those people who are detained and coming out of detention, and make sure that our legal services department is there for them, I think that's going to make a big impact, not just in the region, but on the detention landscape throughout the country.
Okay, Ben, thank you Thank you for sharing that. I will like to ask Miriam, because you have done a lot of work with immigrants who have been in detention at Adelanto. What has been your experience? What are some of the things that you've heard of from people inside, and why is us having a legal department super important for people like them?
Well, that is a good question, eh? Because, because always I try to navigate looking for a good legal help for the people, because they're in need of legal help. Now that we have the legal team right here, I'm going to be so happy, because I don't have to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks until a pro bono lawyer say, oh, you know what, Miriam, just wait 2 weeks. Let's see if you can help this person. Now it's going to say, okay, boss, ready, we have one. And the help is going to be more what I say. I'm so excited to have the legal team, because I'm so happy for the people that is inside there, that I can talk to them and say, hey, you know what, maybe you can help them now more faster than before. And now we're having home. Always I told my boss, because she's my boss too. My boss. Always I say, you know what, we need something. We need a legal, we need a attorney in home. We need to have something, but we need to help people there. And see, now she say, yeah, it's ready, Miriam. It's happening.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think our 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 job right now is just to get it going. And I know Ben envisions this too, but we want to recruit volunteer attorneys that like can help, that are on call for when these requests happen. We call them up and say, hey, we have someone that needs X, Y, and Z, and they're there. And also a good opportunity for student interns to also be part of the legal department and help us with some legal research, to help us do small things here and there. I think that's really important, and that has been a big part of us. The referrals that we've done, a lot of the like for example the UCI immigration clinic, they've been super awesome in helping us with some of the cases. So yeah, that's really exciting, and I'm really excited to see how the folks inside detention, how they react when we have the department like up and running, and they're able to we're able to streamline the services and they're able to receive them. So it's always thinking bigger picture and for the future, and I'm excited about that too.
It's good to know. It's good to you mention about the how the people what they taking inside. I spoke like 2 days. That was Friday with one of them, and I say, you know what? We structure the legal department right now. We have the legal department, and we wanna serve it. I think it most faster to you guys. That's what I wanted, because I want to do the best that I can for them. And he was so happy. He don't know me in person, always talk to with me. And say, you know what, now your dreams coming true. Because always I say, I wish we have a legal department or organization to help him more. Always I say that one. And they say, your dreams coming true. That's true. And your dream too, not just mine.
Yeah, it's all of our dreams, like we all like wanted this to happen, and I'm glad it has. And I wanted to bring up something awesome too that we've been working on throughout the years. We've been involved in impact litigation, and this, what we call impact litigation, is litigation that's going to help us change certain policies or certain practices. And we've been involved in this throughout the years. And recently we had a victory for the Kid v. Wolf case that we are organizational plaintiffs in. We actually won the federal court ruled that the practices of ICE coming to a home and knocking and opening up and arresting someone is unconstitutional. So we're hoping to see a big change there. And so I'm excited that now the legal department is going to support ICIJ and taking on these cases. And we also had the Freihat versus ICE case that we are plaintiffs in, and that allowed for over 50,000 people to be released across the country in the US. So that's something that like we're really proud of, and we just want to continue the work. And litigation is part of the strategy to help us get to where we want, right? To help us get to the shutdown of Adelanto and just other goals that we have for the organization. So yeah, that's definitely one thing that I wanted to bring up. That's part of our vision as well. So with that, I did want to pass it on to Ben. We have a couple things that folks can engage with to continue staying in touch with us.
The fight for immigrant justice continues, and we want to invite you to be part of it. The best way is by getting informed. Sign up for a membership. That way you can be on our email list, get all the latest news as soon as it happens. Also follow us on all the social media platforms at IC4IJ, and contribute if you can afford it. We all of the programs here, the legal department is just one of them, but we have a bond fund for immigrants who are detained, and so that is always in need of funds, and it's a great way to make a solid contribution, a very life-changing contribution, and whatever you donate to ICIJ is tax deductible, so you can write it off on your taxes at the end of the year. It's your way to show solidarity with the immigrants in your community.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. You're going to be seeing way more of us, the legal department. And yeah, we're excited for the next podcast. Stay tuned. Thank you.